everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. So it's obviously Monday today, so let's run through the reading plans for the week. So I'm currently in the middle of two books at the moment, and that is Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff, as well as the reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. Now I'm also thinking about throwing in another book into the mix, because as you would have seen from last week's vlog, on Sunday I did some book shopping and I picked up 4 of the Chestnut Spring series, I think that's what it's called, by Elsie Silver. Now I know these are on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm kind of feeling about taking my Kindle to work today so then I can start picking this up, because I'm listening to this on my audiobook app because I've been doing that while I've been playing Animal Crossing, and it's just been a beautiful experience. And then I'm just kind of not in the mood to be lugging this around today. I'm going to my friend's house after work and this doesn't fit in my bag. I have to carry it around with me, and I'm just not feeling it today. So I'm thinking I'm gonna leave the book here, take my Kindle with me, and then at least, you know, I've got something a bit more compact on the go. And I only picked this up because my friend has started reading this series and she's really enjoying it at the moment, so she very much inspired me to give it a go. That's why I picked up the first 4 books in the series, because I can't just buy one book, I need to buy all of them. So I have no idea what this is about. All I know is that it is a cowboy romance. I've never read a cowboy romance before, so I'm excited to give this a go. So I mean, that's kind of the reading plans for today. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done. I am at work today. I'm going to crack on, finish my cup of tea and head off to work, so I will speak to you later. How late it was, so this is going to be a quick speedy catch up. So I read a little bit on my lunch today. I didn't read much of, I forget the book that I'm reading. Is it Flawless by Elsie Silver? So I picked this up on my Kindle. I do have the physical book, but I just thought for ease I would just download it on my Kindle because it is on Kindle Unlimited and I pay for that, and I thought I might as well use it. So I've made it up to chapter 9, which I don't know what page that is, but we are 24% of the way through, so I mean that's a decent dent. So if I keep up with this sort of speed, I will finish it in the next 3 days, which isn't too bad. I am very much enjoying it so far. So we're following Summer, who is like a new intern basically. Well, she was like a summer intern and now she's got a full-time job. And you've got Rhett, who is this cowboy basically, and he's got a bit of a reputation, and she's basically been told you need to babysit him for the next couple months to just kind of calm him down. He's in the news too much, he's sleeping around, he's not getting a good reputation, so you just kind of need to babysit him in the nicest way possible, just to chill him out basically. So that's kind of where we're at. They kind of don't really like each other, but they do kind of like each other because she's had a crush on him for absolutely ages, and he is liking the way her lips look, and you know how the way that she looks in jeans and stuff like that. So it's all, you know what's going to happen. Obviously it's a romance book. I mean, you know what's going to happen, but I am very much enjoying it. It's a very quick read and I think that's what I need. I don't think I'm going to take Empire of the Vampire with me to work. I think that's going to be like a book that I'm going to sit and read at home perhaps. We'll kind of see how that goes. I haven't picked up my audiobook either, even though I know I really wanted to because I am really enjoying it. So I don't know whether I can listen to like half an hour of it while I have some dinner quickly tonight. I'm not too sure. We'll kind of see how that goes. But I do have lots of publisher mail and mail in general to show you. So I must have received some packages over the weekend, but obviously I wasn't working so I didn't get them. But I have 2 packages from work that I picked up today, and then I've literally just got home, and then I've seen 2 packages on the side as well, which we can only assume are books. This one is from Penguin, so we know that's obviously a book, and then we've got this one as well. And it's just like, I never get publisher mail like sent to my house. Most of it is like through work because obviously I work at Waterstones. But it's really exciting like getting it sent to my house because obviously they've contacted me through my social medias or something like that. So I'm going to save these 2 for last because I'm mostly excited about those, and we're going to open up the 2 from work. So again, there is no order to this. I've got no idea what's what. I don't know who it's from. Again, it says this package contains books, and That's all I need to know, because that's all we care about at the moment. Also, it's a hardback by the feel of it. So this is by Harper Teen. So obviously it is a YA book, and it is Into the Sunken City. Now that is a very cool cover. It's a very like shiny, smooth sort of dust jacket. And I've got no idea what this is about, but it looks very interesting. But I can only assume that it is a fantasy book. It is slightly ripped at the bottom, which I'm rather annoyed about, but I think the cover is stunning. I don't know if she's wearing like a submarine mask or something, but like I said, I can only assume it is a fantasy book. It's a YA book. They'll probably have some romance in it or something. It says, descend into the deep, seek and you shall find, come brave the underworld with me and we will return with treasure. So it's kind of reminded me maybe a bit of like the adventures of Amina El Sarafi perhaps. We'll see. But again, I'm not going to read the blurb to you because I do that so often, and you don't need to listen to me reading about this. If you are interested in finding out any more, then obviously you can go on Goodreads or, you know, find some information yourself, but I don't need to sit here and read the entire blurb to you because that's just going to waste both of our time. So this is the first book and I'm excited to dive into that. And then we also have the second book. So it feels like a hardback as well, but I say this and it never is. So let's see what we've got. Every time I say it's a hardback, it never is. But I'm very, very excited about this. So this is The Light That Blinds Us by Andy Darcy Theo. Now, he is a very big TikToker. I don't know if you know about him. He is a huge booktoker and he just got a publishing deal for this book. It comes out, I want to say, next month. It is a YA fantasy. I'm assuming a fantasy romance, and from the reviews that I've seen, it is incredible. Like, there are so many 5-star reviews. People are like raving about this book. So the minute that I could see that I could get my hands on this, I did, because I can't wait to dive into this. The cover is gorgeous. I like that it's embossed as well. It looks like it's a finished copy as well. It doesn't look like it's a proof, so they must be ready to kind of go. And there's character art in there as well, which is very cool, very exciting. Thank you very much to Simon and Schuster for sending this to me. I can't wait to dive into this. So then we have the 2 packages that I received from home. So I think we'll do the Penguin one just because I know it's from Penguin. It's small. I assume it's a paperback. I can't remember what they've messaged or if they've asked for anything. I'm just surprised to get book mail at home, so there's other stuff in here too. Oh my gosh. We've got a cute little House of YA pin badge. And then we've got some cards by the looks of it. There's shuffle to find out. Oh, which house would the chaos put you in? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses. Okay, let's quickly go. So the book is Blood and Fury, which is the sequel to Chaos and Flame. Now this is like a YA book, but it's a fantasy book. We have it in our fantasy section at Waterstones, but it is kind of YA. But and I haven't read the first one, but so I do need to go and pick that up. But I couldn't say no to the cover because, I mean, it has dragons on it. Look at that cover, absolutely stunning. But the main thing I need to know is what house am I being sorted into. So I'm going to give it a shuffle. I'm not looking. And I'm going to fan them out. And we're going to choose this one. So this is the house that I am supposedly in. So House Vargas, loyalty is the foundation. I love this. Let's just quickly go through and see all the other houses while we're here. So we've got House Sphinx, which is the riddle reveals the truth, which is that one. We have Everyone's in a Generation, the Great Firebird rises. So I'm assuming that must be a good house to be in. We have House Dragon. This is the house I'm in. So we have Defend the Horde with Strength and Fury. I don't care. I am House Dragon, always and forever. We have House Griffin, which is Curiosity the Wind, Scholarship the Wing. That's a very cool card. We have House Kraken, which is Fair Winds and Following Seas. And then we also have House Cockatrice, Beauty Above All. It looks like a mixture of something, but that was very exciting. I'm gonna, maybe I can pin these on my wall or something, but House Dragon is me, definitely. So like I said, this is the sequel to Chaos and Flame. I don't know if it is just a duology or whether there's going to be more in the series. I'm not too sure, but I do need to pick up the first one so I can get around to this. But love the cover. It's about dragons. What more can you want? And then on to the last parcel of the night. I have no idea who it's from, so let's just open it and see. Now I am very, very excited about this. Now I forget who I emailed to try and get hold of this, but no one emailed me back, so I gathered I hadn't been given a chance. So this is Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. Now this was independently published. It was huge on like TikTok ages ago, and I want to say it had a green cover with like someone standing on the front, or I'm not too sure, but apparently it's like the best like fantasy romance book you are going to read, and it's been picked up and being published, you know, traditionally. And so this is going to be what, you know, obviously this is the proof, this isn't the final copy, but it's going to be published traditionally. So they are obviously just redesigning the dust jacket, the cover, because I can't find the book anywhere. You can't buy it on Amazon. People aren't selling it secondhand. I can't seem to find this book anywhere, but apparently it is just incredible. And I didn't realise it had dragons in as well, so it's soul-bounding with dragons. It's got found family, sizzling banter, scorching spice, and it's reluctant allies to lovers. Now I watched Jodie on YouTube on here, and she absolutely adored this book. She read this ages ago, and I trust her opinion, and she's raved about this book, so I can't wait to dive into this. Honestly, this was like one of the best books I could have got today. Incredible. So I'm not too sure when this comes out. I lie, it says that. So it comes out in September, so it is quite early still for it. So I'm very surprised I've managed to get my hands on a copy of this, but I honestly can't wait to pick this up. So I mean, I think today has been a very good day for book mail in general. A lot of dragons, YA. I think they're all YA. Is this YA? They could... No, this will have like spice in it. This won't be YA. But I'm still like, I'm buzzing for this book haul. Incredible. Love it. So that's all the updates I have for you at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to read any more later tonight because I am tired. I'm going to quickly grab a slice of pizza because that's left over from dinner last night, and then I might just head to bed. I am still kind of obsessed with Animal Crossing though, so I might sit in bed and play a bit of Animal Crossing. We'll see. But I will speak to you tomorrow with some more updates. powerless today. I didn't take the book, I took my Kindle to work with me again today. So I'm now up to chapter 16, which is Summer's chapter. I am 45% of the way through and I've still got 2 hours and 3 minutes left. So again, I read about 25-ish percent today, so that's not too bad. So hopefully I'll be able to finish this soon. I am still really enjoying this. I'm very much getting into the cowboy romance sort of. I just love their romance, and they kind of both hate each other but they still kind of really like each other, and they're slowly like warming up to each other. They shared a bed and everything like that. So I mean, it's a really good fun read, and I think I kind of needed that in between like reading Empire of the Vampire and bits and pieces like that. So hopefully I can finish this sometime soon. But then I didn't get any post today while I was at work or while I was at home, but I did buy 3 books because I have an obsession. So I picked up these at work, so let's quickly just run through some of the bits that I picked up. So as you would have seen in like yesterday's section, I got Blood and Fury by Tessa Gratton, and that's the second book in a series, and I knew we had the first one at work, so I thought I'd pick that up because there's no point in me having the second book if I haven't even read the first one. So this is Chaos and Flame, and this came out a while ago. I don't remember it coming out in hardback. I don't think it came out in hardback. I think it just came out straight in paperback, but this is the first book, so I thought I'd pick this up so I can kind of dive into this, ready to then dive into that one. And then I can add this to my dragon shelf. I've got no idea what it's about. I know it has dragons in it, and that's all I really know, but I needed it so I could read that one, so I picked this up. And then we also had some new releases come into work today, and I just knew I needed them. So the first one is Powerful, which is a Powerless story. This is a novella, so this comes after Powerless. This is like 1.5 in the series, and then Reckless comes out in a couple months time, I want to say. And we have it in the like purple sprayed edge edition. I don't have the purple sprayed edge of Powerless, I've just got the standard edition, but I'm hoping to get my hands on the special edition of Reckless because it has red sprayed edges and it looks really nice. But the minute I saw this, I like knew I needed to have it. But I have 3 books on the go already, otherwise I would be picking this up as soon as possible. So hopefully, you know, we might add this to the TBR this month and just try to get to it as soon as possible. But I posted a picture on my Instagram stories that saying that I was going to buy this, and literally fangirling moment because Lauren Roberts saw it and liked it, and you know when you just like, it was just a proper fangirling moment. So she knows I have this. We're basically best buds now, so I mean, so I picked this up. And then the last book I picked up was Leigh Bardugo's The Familiar. So we have the exclusive edition that came in. It's not signed or anything, it's just the sprayed edge edition, but I thought the sprayed edges were incredible. I loved the end pages of this, and then I want to say it has detailing under the dust jacket as well. I do already own this book. I do have the arc of it. No, I have not got around to reading it just yet. Yes, I want to at some point. I did want to try and get to it before the actual release, but that hasn't happened. So I mean, there's nothing I can do about that now, but I just love the idea of the sprayed edges and the end paper and things like that, and I couldn't say no. So I picked this up as well to add this onto my collection. Now most of her books that I have like a red and black shelf, and I think this is just going to look stunning on that. I do need to make room, so I'll probably have to take something off, but we need a whole reorganisation anyway. But I'm glad that I have picked this up to add to my collection. So those are the 3 books that I have picked up today. I do think I need to go on a bit of a book buying ban because I have bought a lot of books recently. I'm still looking at books and kind of what I want, but then I just know I'm not going to get around to them anytime soon. So I'm a bit like, I am buying books for the sake of buying books, but I just can't help it. That's what I spend my money on. So we have these, so that's all that matters. I will add them to my shelves at some point or add them to the pile. But the plans for tonight, I don't know whether to pick up Flawless and carry on reading that, or whether to like put my headphones on, carry on listening to Rachel Price and play a bit of Animal Crossing, or sit and read Empire of the Vampire, because I said that I'd be reading that like in the evenings or something, and I just haven't. I've basically just put it on pause for a minute. So I don't know whether to maybe finish the Elsie Silver book first and then go back to Empire of the Vampire, because otherwise I feel like I'm just going to prioritise every other book apart from that one. I'm not too sure. So I don't really know what the plan is right now. I do have work tomorrow as well, so it's going to be somewhat of an early night for me. But then I have got Thursday off to kind of like catch up with any reading and bits and pieces that I kind of want to do. So I don't really know what the plan is. I mean, you'll know when I know, sort of. So we're just going to have a chilled evening and I will speak to you later with some updates. So it's currently Wednesday and I did indeed read last night, which I'm very surprised at, but I just sat down and thought, right, let's just crack on with a book. So I ended up picking up Flawless on my Kindle and I am now on 71% of the way through. I don't know what page that is, but I mean, I've got about 29% to go, so I'm kind of thinking I might be able to finish that today, because I get an hour's lunch, but I also get like 2 15-minute breaks. So instead of like scrolling on my phone, maybe I can just read for those 2 15 minutes, because that'll be an hour and a half of reading then. So, but I am really enjoying it. I just love the romance, I just love the banter, and this is what you want from a romance. This is, you want your kicking your feet giddy sort of, yeah, I'm just having a great time. And I know I'm gonna have to put this series on pause so I can like get back to all the other books that I'm reading, but I do want to pick up the other books in the series like as soon as possible. And I'm kind of glad that they are on Kindle Unlimited as well, because just chucking my Kindle in my bag is so much easier than chucking a paperback or a hardback or anything. So I have got ready a little bit early this morning. I'm hoping to listen to more of the reappearance of Rachel Price while I play a bit of Animal Crossing. I've got about an hour till I have to leave for work, so that is the plan for this morning, and then hopefully I can finish Flawless today. I won't be doing much reading this evening because I am going out. I think we've got a decades quiz or something we're going to go to, so I'm literally hanging around after work because it's like 2 doors down from where I work. So I've got that tonight, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing much else, but obviously I will take you along and I will let you know if we win. The last time me and my friends did a quiz, we did a Disney quiz and we came second. So I mean, the stakes are high, there is a chance, and there's going to be 4 of us there as well, so you never know. So I'm gonna crack on. I've got my cup of tea, I'm gonna get my headphones wherever they are, and then I'm gonna carry on with the reappearance of Rachel Price. It is such a good, I love an audiobook in general, but a Holly Jackson audiobook, you can just binge it. It's just so good. So I'm going to do that, play some Animal Crossing, and then I will head off to work. So I will speak to you later with any updates. So it's currently Thursday. I went out last night, did a quiz. We came second, which is very surprising. So we won a voucher to the lounges, so waiting for that to come in the mail, and had a really great time. By the time we got home, I really couldn't be bothered to film. I just went to bed. So I've got some bits and pieces to show you from yesterday. I just put my tea down so I can show you. So I got some book mail, I bought some books, I read some books as well. Trying to remember. So I ended up finishing Flawless. I don't have it, it's all the way over there and I can't be bothered to get it and grab it, but Flawless, I finished that, absolutely loved it, gave it 5 stars, obsessed with Elsie Silver now, so I kind of want to dive into the rest of the series, even though I've still got 2 books on the go. I feel like I need to carry on with Empire of the Vampire, but I really want a cowboy romance, so I'm a bit undecided about like what physical book to kind of pick up next, carry on, or a new one. But on that note, the only book that I was missing from that series was Hopeless. remove the receipt. So this was at work and I thought, well, I love it, so I might as well pick it up while I can. So this is the last one in the series. I picked up the other 4 at the works the other day, so like I said, this was the only one I needed, so I thought I'd pick this up. But Elsie Silver's newest book came out literally like 2 days ago, and I saw that we were getting it in for work, and you know when you just like, I just love her writing. I think it was beautiful, so we're going to start another series as well. And at work we also got matching bookmarks as well, and I absolutely love this bookmark. It's incredible. So I've paired this up, so I'm kind of like, do I carry on with that series or do I start a brand new series, because the next one in this series doesn't come out till like September, so I can read this and then I'm like already caught up, because there's a lot of hype around this and everyone's reading it, so I'm a bit like, I kind of want to be part of the hype. So I picked this up, no regret. I can't wait to dive into this and get around to this. I love the book. The pink is stunning. We know what the next one is going to be called. I think it's called Wild Eyes. The cover's not revealed yet, but I kind of get the feeling she's going to do a similar colourway. So like the first one was pink, the second one could be blue, the third one could be purple. I think she's going to keep it kind of similar. So I picked this one up. But then also my friend got a delivery and she asked for the second book in this series, and they accidentally sent her the first one. She already has this one, so she was very kind enough to give me this. So this is The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp. So the second one has come out. I can't remember the title. I know it's purple and a lot of people are raving about it. I've never picked this up. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm excited to give it a go. It is a YA book, and it also says on the back that there is a feature film in development with Millie Bobby Brown, which is, I suppose, very exciting. So it's obviously somewhat popular, so I'm going to add this to my shelf, to my TBR. And then I have 2 parcels that came in the post yesterday at work, so I thought we could open them up. Now my friend at work also got one like this that was exactly the same, and she opened it up, so I kind of get the feeling I know what it is, because it should be the same, and if it is, I'm very excited about that, because I remember asking this for ages, so everyone on social media picking it up and getting it, and I'm just like, well, I want it too. They really don't make this easy. It is the same. So this is, as you guys should know, Funny Story by Emily Henry. Now my friend Isla at work, she got this and she was on her lunch, so she just started reading like the first couple pages and she was already laughing out loud. It was that funny, so that's just made me want to read this even more. I haven't read many Emily Henry books. I've read Book Lovers, I've read another one, I'm pretty sure. I haven't read Two People on Vacation, I haven't read Happy Place, but I've read Book Lovers and her other one, whichever one that is, and I did really enjoy them. They are quite good, but the fact that she was just laughing reading like the first couple pages is a bit like, well, I kind of want to bump this up my TBR. So this is very exciting. I honestly can't wait. I feel very privileged to have this, so this is going to be added to my TBR as soon as possible. So hopefully next month when I do my TBR jar, hopefully I can, you know, there's a good enough prompt that I can use for this. So that was the first book, so I wanted to open that one just because I knew kind of what that one was. But then this one came as well, and I've got no idea what it is or anything, so it's like Christmas. Ooh. So this is The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. This is the second book in that duology. I don't know what the duology is called, but the first one is The Stolen Heir. I read the Cruel Prince trilogy a while ago and I did really enjoy it. I haven't got around to The Stolen Heir. To be honest, I don't even own The Stolen Heir, so that's something that I kind of need to sort out at some point, but I'm excited to give this a go. I liked the first 3, and I think, you know, it's from the little brother's perspective, I want to say. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm excited to give this a go. I don't even own the Cruel Prince trilogy either. I think I read them on my Kindle like last year or the year before or something, so maybe I need to get my hands on that as well. But it's very exciting. Again, another book to add to the TBR eventually when I can find space for it on my shelves. So that's all the book mail. That's all the updates that I have for you at the moment. So today's plans, I don't fancy leaving the house. I'm dressed and that's as much as we're going to do. I might you know, join Liam on the dog walk later. But other than that, I kind of don't want to leave the house. I'm feeling very overwhelmed with like the mess that I've got going on, because there's stuff everywhere. So I might do a bit of tidying, a bit of organising, listen to more of the reappearance of Rachel Price, because I am really enjoying that. Maybe, you know, if I get a lot of cleaning done, I can finish that. I think I've still got like 3 hours or something. So I mean, it's doable. I've got all day, but you know, we're not gonna force ourselves. So I want to do a bit of tidying, a bit of organising and bits and pieces, but that's all the plans I have today. So obviously I'm going to carry on taking you along, update you with anything that I think is substantial, I suppose, if anything dramatic happens in the reappearance of Rachel Price. But yeah, that is the plans for today. So I'm going to carry on with my cup of tea. I might play a bit of Animal Crossing as well, because yes, I am still obsessed with that. I'm trying to play it like every day, obsessed. Yeah, and that's all the updates. So I will speak to you later when I've got some more. Spent like the whole time finishing the reappearance of Rachel Price, and I have no words. Holly Jackson has done it again. What an incredible read. There were so many twists and turns, like right up to the very end, that I don't even know what to say. 5 stars, incredible. If you haven't picked this up yet, you need to. It's as easy as that. Probably one of the top books I have read so far this year. And I'm so glad I actually got around to it on or around the release day. Probably the quickest I've read a book since getting the ARC, because I just forget and prioritise other things. But yeah, literally I have no words. An incredible read. So now I don't know what to do with myself, because I finished Flawless yesterday. So the only book I've got on the go at the moment is The Empire of the Vampire, so I do want to get to that. I have enjoyed listening to an audiobook, because I've been doing that while playing Animal Crossing, so I don't know whether to look at picking up another audiobook. I don't know if I've got any on my TBR that I could pick, so I might look at just picking a random one for a book that I do have on my TBR, so I'm still tackling that at the same time. But I think I've read quite a lot today, so I don't know if I'm going to do that today or whether I'll start that tomorrow. Or I don't really know what the plans are for the rest of the day, but just an incredible read. Like, yeah, I have no words. Friday, I believe. Friday. And as you would have seen yesterday, I did a little bit of an unboxing that I got some stuff that was really exciting. Like it was like 6 o'clock at night, which is really late for the postman, I think, anyway. So I just thought I'd quickly, you know, while I'm in the mood to talk, because last night we were just about to watch a film, have some dinner, so I did a quick, you know, unboxing, but I didn't talk about anything, and then I kind of forgot. And by the time I went to bed, I was like, well, I'm in bed now. So I thought I'd just quickly run through everything we got, because it's really exciting. This is like one of like my first proper like PR package from a publisher. Like I've been sent books, I get loads of books through work anyway, and I've been sent like the odd book from publishers and things like that, but this is like the proper fancy box PR package that I've been sent. So yeah, let's just quickly run through everything. So the first thing we got is, I assume it looks like straws, you know, like you get like milkshake straws. That's what it's reminding me of. It's in a different language. Oh no, Cocoa Crispy Rolls, vanilla mousse flavour with sugar and sweetener. Oh, okay, maybe it's just chocolate then. Because with that, anyway, so we got a bit of chocolate. Can't complain about that. Love a bit of chocolate. We also got a heart in here, which I just think is adorable. I'm definitely going to be adding this to my bookshelf because it's just stunning. I love the little pouch it came in, adorable. We also got a little letter, and it came, oops, with one of these that you can just peel off. I didn't know they did them like this, so you just kind of peel the back off and you can like use it on any letter you want, so I mean, handy. And then it literally says at the back, there's like, I assume there's 3 main characters, and you can just tick off or cross for who you think's gonna live and who you think's gonna die. So I mean, there's obviously some death in the book, so we'll be excited to see where that goes. And then we have the book, but it's wrapped up in this gorgeous like piece of material. I don't know, you could use it as like a headscarf or a normal scarf or like an accessory on your bag, but I mean, I'm definitely going to be keeping that. But the book is obviously To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods. To be honest, I have no idea what this is about, but I don't tend to know what the books are about. I just tend to go off cover and vibe. So, but I am very, very, very grateful for Penguin for sending all this to me. We also just got a little card to say that it's a brand new series, and then this is a Q&A with the author. So obviously someone, Penguin, perhaps asked her loads of questions, and it's just all written down in this rather large pamphlet, so I can read that a little bit later. But I just thought I'd quickly go through everything here because I'm just so excited, and I'm one of these people that I am going to wrap all this back up properly just so I can take a picture of it, because I am that sad. So I'm probably going to go do that now. Reading plans for today. I obviously finished the Holly Jackson book yesterday, The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I finished Flawless 2 days ago. So the only book I have at the minute is The Empire of the Vampire. Now I don't know whether I want to start another book yet or not, so I do think I am going to take that book to work with me, just because it's the only one I've got. It's either that or I'm going to take my Kindle, but if I take my Kindle then I'm probably going to start like another Elsie Silver book. And it's the fact that we are almost halfway through the month and I'm kind of like not sticking to the TBR as much as I did last month. And now that I've got my TBR cart, I can actually see better like all the books that I need to read, all the books that I've said that I want to read this month. So I think I want to just stick with Empire of the Vampire for now, just because I haven't made the massive dent in that I wanted to, because I am only about 100 pages in and it's like 600-700 pages long. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I am at work today, obviously this is why I'm up this early, and I am also working the weekend, so that's going to be fun, but it just means that I won't get as much reading done as I kind of want to, but that's fine. We live, we move on. So I'm gonna just go and sort all this out quickly, and I will speak to you later with some updates. packages by the looks of it. I have this that came in the post at home, which says hashtag the North Wind, which I'm pretty sure is from Simon and Schuster because they messaged me on my TikTok. And then at work, Isla at work got some POS for this may contain a funny story tote bag, which is obviously Emily Henry's new book. So I obviously nabbed a tote bag because it's a tote bag. I love a tote bag. And then it has packages in, as well as my current read as well. Let's kind of grab that out because we don't need that at the moment. But yeah, so I got 3 parcels in here as well. So I mean, a pretty good day for packages. So I mean, I can quickly run through what I read because it wasn't much. I only read like 2-3 chapters on my lunch break. Not much has really happened. I am kind of getting back into it, but again, lugging this around is just, it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do about that. So let's start with opening up some bits. So let's open up this because we kind of know what it is. We know it's the North Wind. Let me grab some scissors to undo this. So they reached out to me quite a while ago because I did message them again saying like I haven't received anything, just in case they had like sent me something and it got lost or whatever. But this is from what I know, is a standalone fantasy romance, which I did not expect anything else. These look like molds. Oh my gosh, it's a whole, oh my gosh, I'm so happy right now. Okay, so these are like they're molds, so I assume you can bake in them or you can make ice cubes out of them or something, but they are blue roses, which is just incredible as it is. But we've also got, I love a pin badge, so we've got a North Wind pin badge, which is very, very cool. I need to get one of those plaques or something that you can add pin badges to, because I have so many bookish ones and I never know what to do with them. So if you know a nice Etsy shop or something that does them, you know, the little like tabard things that you can hang up, and you must know what I'm on about. But if you know any of them, like, please send them my way because I just need one, because that's gorgeous. We also have a North Wind bookmark, which obviously I'm going to use. We have some tabs because I love a tab. I love annotating my books, so that is amazing. And then also a map. This is definitely going on my wall. So this is obviously the map of the North Wind. I don't know if that's the place it's called. We shall see. And then we have the book, The North Wind. So this is a mortal woman, an ageless god, a union that will save the world or destroy it. Now, I feel like this is a standalone, but then part of me thinks it's maybe not a standalone. Maybe it's a different book I was thinking of. I'm not entirely sure because this is the 4 winds. So I'm kind of thinking you're going to have the North Wind, the South Wind, the East Wind and the West Wind potentially. So maybe this isn't a standalone. Maybe I've got confused. Oh no. Part of the 4 Winds quartet, the North Wind is the standalone. Enemies to lovers, fantasy romance that has taken TikTok by storm. I'm just getting confused then, obviously, but this is the book. It is gorgeous. I can't wait to dive into this. I do already own this book because my manager let me borrow it to read, which I just obviously have not got around to doing that. So I'm going to return the book, or I don't know if she wants it back. I might give it to someone else, we'll see. But I'm so excited for this. Thank you to Simon & Schuster for sending this to me. I now need to put all this back in the box nicely because I need to take a picture, because yes, that is me. I did that for the other book that I got yesterday because I'm that sad. So I will take a picture of that. But that was just incredible. I thought I was just getting the book. I didn't expect to get like anything else. So I mean, oh, what a great start. So now we need to dive into the bag of stuff. So we're just going to pull them out at random. There's 3 parcels in here, so 3 packages, 3 books. So we will see what there is. I always do this. I always do this. So I just bought this book literally just bought this. So this is The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. Did I just buy the special sprayed edge one? Yes. Do I own the arc of this? Yes. Have I read it? No. I didn't expect to get sent this though, to be honest. So that is very exciting. So I now need to definitely read it because I own 3 copies. But this is her new fantasy. I think it's like a historical fantasy, it feels like, from what I know. But again, I'm not reading the blurb, but everyone kind of knows what this is. Leigh Bardugo, new book. Yes. So, I mean, I didn't expect that, so that's rather exciting. So, move on to the second parcel, if I can open it. Feels like another hardback. It is. Now, so this is The Shadow Key by Susan Stokes Chapman. And I want to say that I already own this. I'm sure I do because I'm staring at it right now. So I think I'm going to give this to a friend because I don't need 2 copies. I mean, it's this. I mean, I say this. I now have 3 copies of Leigh Bardugo's book, but they're all different. So this is the standard. I have the sprayed edition, and I have the arc. So they're all different. So in my head, that's fine. But I've got 2 of the same edition. I don't need that, so I'll probably give this away. But I think it's like quite horror, gothic sort of fantasy, perhaps. I'm not too sure, but I will give this away to someone, I'm sure. So again, that is exciting. Oh, I forgot that I have bookmarks in here as well, because obviously with the POS for Emily Henry, so I got an Emily Henry 2 bookmark. And then this quote is just honestly like the most perfect quote that you could probably get for someone who likes books, so I'm definitely going to use that. So bookmarks. And then the last package, which I think is a paperback. So let's see what we've got. When did I ask for this? I don't... So this is Sleep Like the Death by Kaylin Bayron. Now I know what this is because my friend Isla gave me her arc of it, because if I just lean here, I already own this. So again, I now have 2 copies of the same book. So I might see if I can give this away to someone. But this is a YA from what I know, murder mystery, I believe, but I don't remember requesting this. It is a Snow White retelling. I suppose you can kind of guess with the apple. And from what I know, the apple is, it glows in the dark. Like if you hold it in the sunlight and then you put it obviously in, it glows. So, I mean, that's exciting. Let's put that one back. So, I mean, I literally got 3 brand new books. 4 if you include the North Wind, of all books that I already own. So, I mean, nothing new in this part of the vlog because you've already seen these books at some point or other, so I mean, it's one of those days, obviously, but that was exciting. I mean, I am quite excited about the tote bag as well, to be honest, because I do like a tote bag, and it's a very big, sturdy tote bag. Like, normally when you get POS from publishers, it's not, you know, it's not the best quality, but this is a thick, sturdy, large tote bag that I'm definitely going to keep and use. So hopefully Funny Story is really funny, because, yeah. So I am going to start some dinner. We're going to have some chicken burgers tonight because it's Friday. It is movie night. I will choose the film. Obviously we're going to do rock, paper, scissors. So we will see what film gets chosen. Hopefully first time round this time. But yeah, that's all the updates. I might, while it's light and while dinner's cooking, get some social media content and things like that, because I need to post about the North Wind because I'm just buzzing about that. But yeah, that's all the updates. Like I said, I haven't chosen an audiobook. I didn't read much of Empire of the Vampire, like I've already told you. So I feel like I might pick up another book. I might try and get the audiobook for Empire of the Vampire to try and help me along. We'll see, undecided, but I'm gonna go cook some dinner. So I will speak to you later when I have some more reading updates. updating you today because I've got home and I've literally just realised I need to edit this whole vlog because I haven't done anything. It obviously needs to go up Tuesday. It takes me quite a while to edit still because I'm still quite new at it, so I've been sat there doing that for a few hours, sat watching it through now. We have a doggy door, so that's Nova going in and out the kitchen, so apologies for that. But I've just been sat watching that through, realised I haven't eaten anything, so I'm just making some jacket potatoes with some cheese and some beans, and then realised I haven't actually updated you on anything. And to be honest, there isn't really much to update you on. She got new toys as well today, so I mean, it's all about Nova. But yeah, I haven't really got much to update you on. I read a couple chapters of Empire of the Vampire on my lunch while at work, but there isn't much to really talk about because I'm just not reading a lot to be able to update you on things that have happened or how I'm feeling, because it's still quite new. I'm still only about 100 pages in, so I'm still kind of getting used to the world building and things like that. I am really enjoying it, but because I'm annotating it as well, it's just taking me like twice as long to get through. I am quite tempted to pick up my Kindle and pick up the second book in the Chestnut Springs series, but then I'm also tempted to start Wild Love as well. I'm still undecided. I think I'm going to carry on with the Chestnut Springs series, so I don't know whether to take that to work with me tomorrow, because for work I only get a half an hour lunch tomorrow, and I feel like by the time I get all my stuff out to annotate, you know, half an hour's gone. So I might just take my Kindle with me to work tomorrow, is my thought process. So that's all the updates I really have for you. I'm just going to carry on making my dinner. Like I said, jacket potato, cheese, shed loads of butter, beans, and I'm just going to do some editing. I mean, it's a pretty boring Saturday night. I just know I've got bits and pieces that I need to do, so that's just kind of taking priority at the moment. But hopefully I get some reading done. I will obviously speak to you tomorrow with my thoughts on what's going to happen. I might get some reading done in the morning. I am getting up quite early in the morning now and having like a good half an hour to an hour extra time to like read or sit and scroll on my phone, who knows. So I might be able to get some reading done tomorrow, or at least decide what book I'm going to take. But that's all the updates I have, which isn't really much at all, if any updates, but we are on the same page now at least. So I'm going to get back to dinner and editing, and I will see you tomorrow with some reading updates, and then probably end the vlog after work or something, but I will see you then. No one tell me to get on the cowboy romance. Like, I've been sat here this morning reading for about an hour. I'm now on page 130. Chapter 12. Obsessed. Literally obsessed. This is going to be my personality for the next coming weeks, because I just can't get enough. But right, we found out obviously it's about Willa, which is Summer's like best friend, and her dad is Ford Grant. And I thought that name really rings a bell, and why does that name ring a bell? And he is the main character, protagonist, whatever you want to say, in her newest book, Wild Love. And that's about him and this random kid claiming that he's their father. And then obviously a romance blooms with someone else. But I'm like, is that Willa? Does Willa claim to be the biological daughter of Ford Grant? Do they overlap somehow? Is it just a name and it's nothing? Or am I just, but could it be? I have questions, but obsessed. So I'm going to take this with me. I'm not going to take this. I'm going to take it on my Kindle just because it's easier to carry around. But I just can't wait to carry on. we are in my spare room at the minute. You can literally see this is a spare room. The bed Nova uses, there is a drum kit behind us. It's a dumping ground. And I'm sorry if you can hear like grass cutting in the background. Liam is just cutting the grass, but I don't want to leave this too late, otherwise I'm going to forget to kind of end the vlog. So I am ending the vlog here. Obviously it is Sunday evening, but I just want to quickly talk to you about some of the things that I've done today. I say that I've read a little bit. Actually, I've actually read quite a fair amount today. I managed to read a lot this morning before going to work. I read obviously on the half-an-hour lunch that I had. I don't have my Kindle with me, it's somewhere in my bag, but I have read a decent amount, but I am really enjoying it. I'm on like 40% at the minute, and I know it's a Sunday and we tend to like have dinner, have a roast and watch a film, but I'm hoping to maybe get some time to read this evening because I am just really enjoying it. It's got the single dad trope. I absolutely love Willa as a character in general, and it's just the vibes. Elsie Silver, just because she just writes vibes so well, and I just am going to devour her books. Again with Ford Grant though, I need to kind of do a bit of research. If you guys know what is going on with Ford Grant and if that is the same person in Wild Love, please let me know, because I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because her dad has been brought up again, so I feel like it has to be. Or is it just a complete coincidence and Elsie Silver kind of forgot that she used the name Ford Grant? I don't know, but please let me know if you do know. But I just want to say a big thank you for everyone who watches, who comments, for likes, who subscribes, for, you know, just doing what you do. This is definitely a much longer vlog than what I normally do. I don't know why it's so long. I've cut bits out, but it's just not enough. But then I do quite like doing a longer vlog, so let me know if you like the length of this as well. I suppose I can always try and make them shorter or make them longer, but this is definitely longer than normal. I want to say it's going to be about an hour long, so I mean, hopefully you like it. But thank you very much for being here. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.